Hello guys and welcome to this tutorial on creating your landing page using system.io. If you are an online entrepreneur, coach or creator, you know the struggle. You need a landing page builder, an email marketing service, a way to house your courses or digital products, and so on and so on. And before you know it, you're paying hundreds of dollars a month for a dozen different tools that don't even talk to each other. But what if you could do it all, build high converting landing pages, send emails, and sell products from a single platform for free? Today, we're doing a deep dive into Systema.io, and I'm going to show you how exactly to build a professional landing page to capture leads and why these platforms might be the all-in-one solution in 2025. First of all, I just want you to go to Systema.io and get your free account now by typing in your email, okay? You're going to be given a small questionnaire, and then after confirming your email in your Gmail, basically, you're going to be sent to this dashboard in here, okay? Now, as I said before, it's actually free. I mean, with the free plan, you have access to all of the features, but you're very limited in terms of the number of things that you can do of each features, okay? So if you want to take it more seriously, you can upgrade to a paid plan in here. All right, guys. Systema.io is an all-in-one marketing platform. It does a lot of things, but its core strength relies in creating funnel. A funnel is just a series of steps you guide the visitor through in order for him or her to buy your product. Today we're gonna focus on the very first step of most funnels, which is the landing page. Okay. Its only job is going to be to capture a visitor's contact information, usually in exchange for something free. What is cool about the free plan of Systema.io is that you can capture up to 2,000 of these leads, okay? Back to the main dashboard in here. So let's say that you are a business coach, then you want to build a simple two-step funnel to give away your free ebooks and collect email leads in returns. How are we going to do this? Is by going to, our menu, our main menu here. And now I just want you to go to size, and I want you to go to sales funnels in here. It seems like the list is empty because we have to create, the first funnel. Okay, so let's click on create in here. Now this dialog box is going to appear, and we're going to name this, I don't know, productivity guide funnel. Okay, that's going to be our giveaway, our free giveaway. Now we have to give this a funnel domain, which is going to depend on what plan you are. In my case, this is the only one that I have in here. And we have to choose our goal, which is going to be to build an audience. Now we have to select our currency. In my case, it's going to be, let's say, dollars, for example. And now just click on save in here. Now Systema.io is going to automatically create a two-step funnel. If we click in here, we can see that we have a squeeze page, okay, which is the landing page, and a thank you page, which is the download page. Okay, guys? In the squeeze page, which is the landing page, a large list of templates appears. Again, we can select from any of them, okay? You can go to the next pages to scroll through them. I'm just going to try to select something very simple, such as this one here. So let's click on select. Now I'm just going to change the name to landing page. And you can also change the URL path, but I'm not going to do this. And now the most important part, guys, we have to go to edit page in here. And that's what we have in here, guys. Something that is very common is just a web editor, okay? And of course, you have to set this to match your own style, okay? So I would recommend that you start with a template that is going to be somewhat close to what you want to have in the end. And then it's just a matter of changing the text and the images and so on and so on. But the structure is going to be basically the same, okay? So let's just double click on this testing here. And instead of this, I'm just gonna do something like looking to be more productive. Amazing. And that's gonna be our call out. I'm also gonna delete these two buttons because of course I don't have an app. So I'm just gonna click on this trans icon. And now we can just click on this section in here, and that's gonna take us to this, background basically. And we can modify this astronaut image to something of our liking, like a book or a picture of ourselves or something similar. So we can just delete this and we can upload something else. And there we have it, guys. Now, the most important thing is the email or the form input, okay, which is this button in here. If you scroll down, If you click in here, you're going to be able to drag this around and just put it anywhere you like in your page. In my case, there's already one input form at the bottom of the page that it says get in touch, and I'm fine with this button, so I'm just going to keep it like this. So this is the most important step because this is where you're going to get the contact information from your potential client, okay? He's going to be able to put, you know, the full name, the last name, and so on and so on. So make sure that you take care in this input form. And let's say that I want to drag one more field that is going to be something like, why are you interested in this, you know, book or this guide? So I'm just going to drag this form input in here. There you go. And it says warning, input type not set. So I'm just going to click in here, guys, and that's going to take me to the field section, and I can now select an input type, which in my case is going to be something like, I'm not sure. Whenever you're not sure, you can just give this something random, like, I don't know, state, province, or, you know, neighborhood. And you can also drag a text field in here, which is what I did. And I name it, why are you interested? And you can modify, again, the font, the height, the spacing, and so on and so on. Many, many things you can do in here, guys. You can also give this some, you know, vertical spacing, as I'm doing here. So yes. Finally, guys, and this is crucial, I will check the mobile view. As you guys know, most traffic will be on a phone, so you have to make sure that the text is readable on a phone, okay? So if you click on this button here, you can see how it looks. Doesn't look too bad. You can modify it, of course, but this is just a tutorial. But you know, you have to set this to your own preferences. So yeah, guys. And you can also preview it in a desktop if you click in here onto this button. There we go. Doesn't look too bad. Whenever you're done, you can just click on save. So what happens after someone enters their email? We need to deliver the guide. This is where the magic of all-in-one automation comes in. We're going to go to automation rules, add a rule, and then we're going to select a trigger. We're going to click on funnel step form subscribe. We're going to select our funnel, which is the only one that we created, the productivity guide funnel. And the funnel step is going to be in our landing page, okay? That's pretty easy. Now we basically have to add an action, okay? So when someone enters their information into the landing page, what's going to happen is that we're going to send an email, right, to that contact. And now we have to create the email, which we're going to do by clicking on this button here. Let's add a subject. And this is the body of our message, which we can, you know, configure to our own liking. Now, finally, let's add our guide as an attachment in here, in this button. And then just click on save after you're ready. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. As you saw, it's actually pretty easy to create a landing page and to create some basic automations rules in order to get a contact list and, you know, start sending email to your potential clients, right? So yeah, just try this for free. Remember that you have up until 2,000 contacts. And it's actually a very complete tool. Maybe it doesn't have a lot of personalization options in terms of the website editor, but it's good enough for basic use. All right, guys, thank you so much.